there are days literally in the area that the atmosphere is so heavy that it's difficult to breathe. As far as the citizens are concerned, for us, the incidence of cancer is really high. And we don't have any medical proof in terms of the atmospheric conditions causing that.
We've had student interns through our ReEnergize Houston program who've begun to research what we call upset emissions events. These are supposed to be infrequent events where a large number of different pollutants might be released. So for example, at a power plant, if you've got a number of different units and they're not always all on, those individual events are called upsets. After that, it'll be at a sort of steady rate of pollution.
The exciting projects that we're working on right now is to develop sustainable development indicators for the Houston region. And what we hope to achieve with these indicators is to measure what the current picture looks like and to be able to track that on a long-term basis, taking that information, engage discussion across the area with folks that are stakeholders in the different areas, overlapping the information and seeing what that might look like, and coming up with a cost. What does all this cost, and what do we need to do? Are we in sustainable development yet? How far do we need to go? Do we need to change direction? How could we be more efficient in what we're doing?
For dangerous pollutants, it may be okay to have a certain background level of pollution coming out of smokestacks, right? It might be relatively safe to have a small amount all the time. But when you have a very large concentrated amount come out in a period of minutes or hours or days, it's really one of the things that's most dangerous for what we call fence line communities that are located near these facilities. They really need to have a better understanding, we're finding, of what can happen in terms of upset emissions and how dangerous that might be for them and for their children.
A couple of classes on campus that actually highlight the issue that you're raising for the students. One's an environmental literature class and the other is an environmental public health class. And typically in both of those classes the students go on what's called the Toxics Tour of Houston, where they get a Rice shuttle bus. There's a guy named Juan Perez who...
I interviewed him.
You interviewed them. He leads the tour and shows them some of the highlights and some of the lowlights and places where you have these issues with industrial plants right next to communities, and takes them to Chavez High School and places like that. So it helps bring the issue to life for the students. Houston is, at its essence, a very entrepreneurial city, and I can see within that context Houston becoming a center of sustainability-related entrepreneurship. It will still be business focused. That's the culture, but it will be related to things like energy and water efficiency technologies, and renewable energy and filtration technologies, and advanced materials, and on and on and on.
If we can keep that in mind in everything that we do, we're all working to enhance the life of others and doing it in a much more responsible way, then I think we're all on the right track.